The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. So SMU's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Knight. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Arkansas's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Trying play action. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Green. He's got him in the flat. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Green. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. With the catch, it's Harden. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And the ball's free in the backfield. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Red pass, it's complete.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Dropping back, it's Green. Here comes the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. He's open on the right. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Brinson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Maryland. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 72 yards. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Creates a little space. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Green. Puts it out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Razorbacks are on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
Dropping back, it's Jennings.
Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be knocked down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The read option right to start this drive. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Slithers into space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Cooper. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Green. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Under fire. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running to Green. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the 2nd straight game. This guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one their last time out, and he's got another one here.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll run the option. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Green. Bringing the heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Lots of running room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Grab near the marker. It's Blake. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Blake. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Hill. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo.
He lofts one down the sideline. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Hudson. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Knight. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. They're working that left side. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tries to get it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time he's got it. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle, it's Hill. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Green. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll give it to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Quarterback on the keeper. On the move at the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Mustangs are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Touchdown, SMU! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's got a chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Green. That's reeled in. It's Green. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. On the option. Quick toss. There he goes. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Look out, he's got room. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Maryland. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Into a massive giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Now on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The handoff to Johnson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. No huddle offense to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. The short hands, it's Johnson. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite and you're a little bit flat and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Brinson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll move the wide receiver. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Here comes the option. He breaks a tackle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's out past the 35. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
To the air, it's Green. This time he's got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Trying the left side. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
And it's one thing to get stopped on 3rd and short, but it's another thing to go out of bounds. I mean, you got to know better as a running back. Like, the clock is my friend. I want to make sure that I stay in bounds. Nice job by the defense. They did their job, but I got to know better. Stick my foot in the ground, get physical, and keep that clock ticking.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the air, it's Jennings. Caught near the sticks, it's Hudson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Brinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grab near the sticks. It's Knight. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, the sweet feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. The option look. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job.
Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brinson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Goes to the option. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by a field goal over Maryland. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Maryland. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And they spike it to stop the clock. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Maryland. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief.